Okay, Logan, I did it. I did the original trilogy on the Super Nintendo. Are you happy now?
I was trying to harmonize. It failed.
Quite clearly. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am showing off the original DKC Trilogy from the Super Nintendo with that glorious sound chip made by the great and awesome David Wise.
That's the original That's the original, like, girders from the original Donkey Kong. No way, Jose.
Hey, what's that?
This is the 90s, bro!
You blasted grandson of mine! Here's what I think of your newfangled music!
Oh no! Banana Slam! Oh!
This is Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. Back when Nintendo and Rare liked each other.
Yep.
Or at least back when Nintendo could foot the bill better than Microsoft could.
Yeah, that's true. But then they made the shift, and it's quite clear, it's quite evident how much they suffered from that.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome to the original Donkey Kong Country. And this is what it looked like back in 1994 for the Super Nintendo.
Beautiful visuals.
Beautiful visuals, beautiful ear candy.
Ooh, what's in here?
But the banana horde is still fucking empty.
Oh no!
That's all the plot you need.
Yep. There was no long-winded opening sequence where Diddy gets himself kidnapped. No, you find Diddy in the barrel.
He was just hanging out there, like, dude, man, what's up, man? I was like, I wasn't sleeping on the job or nothing. It's like, Diddy, we gotta go. We got ourselves a mission today.
Oh, really?
Diddy is about as good at guarding the banana horde as Knuckles was guarding the Master Emerald.
More or less, yeah.
Die. Get an espresso token. It's Rambi!
Yo guys, hey everybody. Nice to be back in the good old
Also,
Super
yeah,
Nintendo.
I'm here.
You can definitely tell this is you can tell this is old because Rambi's color looks a lot grayer than he would in later appearances.
Yeah, it's a lot more dark or bluish, I don't know. Anyway.
Pretty much.
The good old days back when these old... Well, how many bit was this? Was this 32-bit?
16-bit.
16-bit.
Yeah, this is 16-bit.
Can't take Rambi.
We wouldn't get 32... No, we can take Rambi. It's just that I'm trying to get up there, so because I want to get the bananas up there. But then I realized that Rambi's got some...
to the next episode. I mean, next level.
Yeah, I was about to say. It's because Rambi has such weak-ass traction.
Now we're just
Well, it's
right
fine.
into it.
I don't mind sitting back here. I can just keep myself entertained. You know, because I'm rambling.
Just to know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually doing a lot of cutting around with these parts, just because, well, I'm showing off all three games in one video.
Yeah, this is the second level we're on already.
Yep. I didn't even
Yeah,
let
not
you
to
guys
mention
see
you
the
cut
map for a
off-
second time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was about to say, you'd usually see the map beforehand, but nope.
Nope.
Might as well.
It's a continuous adventure, don't you know?
Do you think that do you think the game would have played a little bit cooler if it was like a continuous thing like this?
It'd probably make backtracking an impossibility.
It would make backtracking a possibility, and it would kind of leave you a little. It wouldn't give you much room to breathe.
Well, maybe if there was like an option where you could always pause and just quit back to level select or something, but like you wouldn't show the menu transition.
That is very true. They could have gone the Rondo Blood approach, but they didn't.
Yeah, that's not working. Oh well.
Is
Yeah,
it
this
Rondo?
back
I
in the
thought it
day
was
when
pronounced
people were like-
Roundo.
It's Rondo.
So
Okay.
I'm trying to get my statistics right here. Was this the first? Ooh, nice. Was this the first game to have like 3D models used as sprites with photorealistic backgrounds?
Dead offhand, I think so.
Eh.
Well, pre-rendered is still pretty much you just take a 3D model, just make it into a 2D format, and it's kind of like stop motion in a way.
Okay.
Actually, now that we made that joke, I know Kirby's already done it. Imagine a stop-motion Donkey Kong.
That'd be pretty kick-ass, actually.
Huh. Whoa!
Imagine if the Donkey Kong Country game where everyone looked like puppets, or Muppets rather.
That would be.
I could see that.
Freaking K. Rool is there with the freaking banana horde. Where'd I get this?
God. Imagine if King K. Rool looked an awful lot like Kermit.
Hi-ho!
You fool! I can't do a current impression. I'm trying. It's like
I wasn't even trying to when I did that.
Stop right there, Donkey Kong. You're not one to. I cannot do a current impression. I'm gonna stop.
Stop right
now.
there, Donkey
I've
Kong.
kidnapped your buddy DK, and I want all your bananas in exchange for him. Yes, that was terrible.
Even though...
Alright,
Technically, I don't
Bring
like
on-
to eat the bananas. I only took them just to make you starve.
Bring on the next Kremlings. Yay!
Yeah, seriously.
So, how far are we gonna? Are we just gonna go all the way to the first boss?
Yes.
Actually,
Okay.
hang on. I have
Well,
one more
the,
joke.
well, the first world is short enough. I'd say why not?
I was about to say,
Okay.
sorry, I just had one more thing regarding the Muppet DK joke.
It's the Muppet Show with our special guest David Wise. Yay!
Yay!
I actually have never heard David. I've heard Grant Kirkhope. I've never heard David Wise's voice.
Me neither, to be honest.
Yikes.
It's
Grant
always
Kirkhope
great.
looks like Sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
I was saying Grant Kirkhope sounds like a nice enough dude.
He looks like, you know what he makes me think of? He looks like, crap. I know what to say, but it's like he's the positive half of Uwe Boll.
Yeah, he does look a lot like Uwe Boll.
Yeah, if he were actually he's the positive half of Uwe Boll, whereas Uwe Boll's the negative half.
Yeah.
Whoops!
Oh boy.
What?
For a second, I thought you were about to trick it out so that Diddy would still. Oh,
I've seen you in this neck of the woods in a long time.
just giving Logan a
I'll
break
let
here.
you take it from here. Yeah.
You can find the fun and ropey rampage between a rock and a hard place. Steel kicks are indestructible. Follow them and they'll mow down all baddies in their path. After a while, crocodile.
Alrighty.
Whatever that means, Grandpa.
Okay, it's
Very
the
naughty.
badger. It's
It's
naughty.
very
right?
naughty.
Look at all these freaking bananas. There are literally mountains of them, and they go into the parallax background.
And this is only just one. This is only 1/6 of DK's whole banana horde.
Jeez. And then there's that banana.
With the Nintendo banner,
It's
no
a
less.
big in banana.
Makes you wonder if his banana horde is large enough to populate a planet. I don't know.
And then it's this game.
Oh yeah, this game, Diddys Conquest.
Which took me years to
game
realize the pun in that title.
Same here.
Oh yeah, I have some serious.
Even more to realize that that weird shape just above Diddy's head is actually the pirate's pecs.
Get a load of my master pecs. Or in his case, his moobs.
So, yep, according to this map, there's Kong Island, but it seems as though Donkey Kong was stolen and trapped in the treasure at the top of this pirate island.
And now Diddy's got to call on his girlfriend to help him save the day. Wait,
All
I
right,
have a
Logan's-
girlfriend?
So he stole.
Oh, so yeah, this is the game that introduced Logan's second love.
Anyway,
Yes.
anyway we stole
Oh
away.
my god, you were cheating on me! Logan!
I kidnapped that lumbering fool Donkey Kong, and you'll never see him again. It's now Captain K. Rool, I guess.
Yep, it's Captain K. Rool in this game. If you watched our previous parts, ladies and gentlemen, K. Rool's always had a bit of an identity crisis.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say identity crisis. It was just a matter of he thinks if he. This is just my assumption. I think he thinks if he dresses up as a different persona every time, he would think that they'd never think he was the same guy.
Or
Well,
he is just.
Smash Brothers certainly didn't think that. Certainly thought that because, well, they considered Captain K. Rool to be his bro.
or that,
And in
or
Karul's
he's
defense,
very
I could see him getting
seriously
away with
taking
it
the
to.
whole-
In Karul's defense, I could see him getting away with it to an extent because DK's not exactly a brain surgeon.
Yeah,
suppose
this
so.
game
Whoop.
is a. What are you doing? Okay. This game is a. The soundtrack to the game certainly sounds a lot fuller and a lot more brass oriented than in the first one.
Yep. And again, it's the original
Please.
Super Nintendo sound, just the way Logan wants it.
Oh yeah, and oh yeah, I can't believe I forgot.
Oh,
There's
jeez.
also Rambi, who's just breaking stuff on the ship.
Yeah, Raby's so cool, he
Story
doesn't
wall.
need acknowledgement. Everyone will know just by looking at him.
You know,
Good
there's a
old
brand new-
Rambi. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong.
What was that?
That happens every time I beat that one bonus room. I don't know what
Because
caused
he
it.
goes charging away, it's super fast, like yeah,
Pretty
it's
much.
like yeah, and Rambi.
Rambi turned into our. He died for our sins.
It's fine. You can take that balloon if you want. I know you like balloons. I'll try to find you another one.
Maybe next time I'll get you a blue one.
On to main brace.
And yet, for
Which
some...
has my favorite song in the whole game.
Oh, you didn't cut out the map that time.
Huh, I guess I forgot to.
Nice.
This was
Here's
recorded
a
a while
bonus
ago,
meal.
so...
Oh no, we're missing Jib Jig.
No, not Jib Jig!
Did you?
And I swear,
like
looking
Jib
at... looking at the climbing animations, this was totally inspired from DK Jr.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah,
that was the
with
intention.
And yet they didn't keep that detail for DKC3. Like, what the fuck?
Oh well. So, yeah, Jib Jig. One of my favorite songs is this one.
It's so nice.
You know, part of me
Makes
might
you
think,
feel like a pirate. Arr!
Yeah. You know, this is probably just me overthinking it, but I think the reason that they kept it for this game is because, you know, this is supposed to be Diddy's big game, and for those that know the history behind this game, Diddy was originally meant to be, as far as, like, playable character goes, he was originally meant to be the new DK Jr., but then they realized his design was way too radical for the character, so they just decided, well, we have this design we really like, let's just call him a new character.
Pretty
That's
much.
fine.
At least Nintendo stuck with it, so...
Come up. What are you doing?
I was pressing the wrong button.
Okay.
They definitely stuck
no,
with it more than...
Wow.
Just going to the cannon.
I was about to say, they definitely stuck with it more than DK Jr., because I'm trying to think, I think, wasn't DK94 the last game we've ever seen him in?
No, he wasn't Mario Tennis.
Oh, right.
And I know this is kind of cheating, but he was also one of the unlockable skins in Mario Maker.
That is true. Also, where the heck are we?
We're back on the
Pirate
ship.
So this is just like a bonus level.
Oh no, I just cut past all that.
Oh, okay.
Got to make time for the video, don't you know?
Fair enough, fair enough. I got all confuzzled for a second there. We have these tail hooks, which I always thought was a nice little thing.
We've been Smeckledorfed.
That's not even a word, and I agree with ya.
So, yeah, also those guys, it looks like you can only do damage to them with a thrown attack.
Pretty,
Yeah.
yeah. Whether it be a barrel or
Although,
your own
since you played the-
partner.
Yeah, I was about to say, since Logan probably knows this since he showed off the Game Boy Advance version, couldn't you also damage them by jumping on them with the partner on your shoulders?
I believe so, because you had extra weight, yeah.
Makes sense.
One Kong is not enough.
Nope, it takes two to tango.
Unless you have this invincibility thing, which is clearly proving my point wrong, but whatever.
Well, to be fair, it was still, you still had to beat him with some sort of assistance.
Yeah.
Do.
And then there was no, but now there was. This game kept the. No, wait, no, I don't think it kept the Hall of Heroes, the one with.
No, it did.
No, this
the
game.
one for getting
No,
all-
this is the game that introduced it.
Okay, with freaking Earthworm Jim and Sonic.
No
Yes,
hope,
the
kids.
They kept it in the Game Boy Advance remakes, but they took out the No Hopers can.
Because I guess they lightened up or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, like Sonic's our friend now.
Oh,
We're going to
back
Lockjaw,
and forth. Back.
Do I pay my college tuition or do I go through the pirate ship?
I also love this song, Lockjaw Saga.
This one's pretty good, and it got a pretty kick-ass remix in Tropical Freeze.
Yep.
I like to think
Little as
so.
we hear it, but yeah, the bass drums is awesome still.
Hell yeah!
There's Lockjaw.
Oh, you're still here.
Yep.
Hey, Seely.
He's still here.
What?
Sorry, he was.
I've been here.
I know,
know,
but
he's-
he's been making a joke that you were quiet, which is fine because James and I have been talking too much.
We're Kong nerds. Can you blame
I am
us?
too, but still.
True.
Anyway,
Did you play any of these games? Did you own any of these games on the Super Nintendo?
No,
do you even have a
I
Super
never owned a
Nintendo?
Super Nintendo.
Well, that
You
answers
don't?
my question.
So was the N64 your first one then?
No, actually, it was the NES.
Okay, so you skipped a generation.
Yep, I did.
That's fine. I didn't own an NES.
Well-
And I didn't own a
Oh, wow.
GameCube.
Oh, nice.
You poor sap.
I just had myself a PS2 with over 80 games in my library
I'm still
alone.
tempted to give you my extra GameCube that I have.
But I have a Wii, I don't need one anymore.
Hey, Logan, how many of those 80 games did you actually bother playing?
Almost all of them.
I'll take.
Boyd!
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm trying, like,
You even have a GameCube controller?
yes. There's a GameStop one, though.
Yeah.
So to try to get the conversation back to DK, Sis, what is the closest thing to a Donkey Kong game that you've ever played?
Honestly, I can't say.
Mario Party.
Other than the original.
We'll just nod and say Mario Party.
Aw.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, we start with thinking if it's not the DKC stuff, Donkey Kong Country stuff, then the closest you've probably seen of Donkey Kong is through the Mario series.
That's true. And Smash to an extent.
Get out of here. Thank you.
And
Yeah,
he did.
that too. But its ghost doesn't pop out. I feel cheated.
Well,
Boing.
Whoa! What the hell happened to Diddy?
this isn't David Wise anymore. But I still love this intro here.
That's adorable.
What is that
was
thing,
cool. I
anyway?
thought that was a cool intro. It's a music box.
But it doesn't look
I think
like
he was
it
asking who the abomination. I think he was asking who the abomination
the
is.
Dixie Kong's Double Trouble.
Yep, the third of the DKC trilogy, and
Canada.
yep, welcome to Canada.
Canadian, whatever. So yeah, we have a team, and the grumpy faces when you want to be like competitive, and compete for a score, or if you want to be
No.
Dix. Oh, he's trying to be Dixie.
Dix.
Dix.
Dick
Dix.
Dang it!
Yo,
Just
Dixie,
do it.
what's happening?
That's-
I've set up my smoking new boat shop on this island, but that's not all. I've also brought your excellent cousin Kitty Kong along for the ride.
Excellent. Most
This a
excellent.
jerk.
He may be a toddler, but if you let him throw you upwards, you'll almost reach the stars. Yeah! And if you throw him, his humongous body can smash through the floor of some areas.
That's
Trust
a great
me.
thing to say of a child. That's a great thing to hear your uncle talk about your child. Wait,
Don't
so
stay
if he's your
away from
cousin
too
and
long
that's-
now, huh?
Wait, so is Funky Dixie's uncle?
Uh,
I don't know.
Honestly, I'm not quite
Maybe?
sure if he even has any particular relations to the... Outside of his last name, I don't know if he has, like, a familiar relation to the Kongs. Like, I think the only ones they ever say outright are, like... Well, they mention, obviously, with DK and Cranky. I keep hearing conflicting reports about DK and Diddy. I remember some people saying that Diddy is DK's nephew, but I don't have a concrete answer about that.
Yeah, this is the song I
Yeah.
remember. This is the song I remember back before David Wise remixed them all. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I believe the soundtrack here was composed by one Eve Fisher. It's a nice soundtrack, all things considered.
Yep.
Woohoo!
That's why you can bounce on
Skipping
the water for the
stones.
first time.
Yep.
And not Ramby. Hey, not Ramby.
Hi, everybody!
What was her name again?
Ellie.
Ellie. Okay.
And there goes Ellie.
And inside Logan's
Pop-
like, I hate that name, my name's Bear.
Oh no. I'll. Okay, this is the other song I remember before David Wise made it. Freaking Switzerland. Freaking yodeling or whatever. But anyway, I'm fine with calling her Ellie just so long as I get to call the freaking Squitter. I get to call him Sneakers.
Okay.
Fair enough. I still think Squitter is a better name, but
Squitter sounds like quitter.
Not
No,
to
it sounds like
a
Squidward.
squid.
That too.
And plus, with sneakers, it's not a bad name per se, because if you think about it, he does wear them.
He wears more of them. He wears more of them than any other character in the series.
that's like calling the red echidna with the big knuckles Knuckles.
Or calling the fox that his main defining feature is two tails. I should probably stop.
Yeah.
Or
Or name the
giant cat with
fox who flies a
glandular
plane
problem.
Fox.
Or naming a white hedgehog Silver to try and not call him White Hedgehog, because that would just be awkward.
Yeah.
And then you have Vector.
What about
Where
Vector?
does that name come from?
Oh, well, that's simple. Vector graphics.
I thought it was Vector Man.
Pah.
Vectorman? I don't know.
Actually, did Vector Man come out before or after Knuckles Chaotix?
I think it came out roughly around the same time.
I just know that you have. I'll also see if you want to weigh in on any of these. Just please let us know. I just know that you have simple names like you have simple names like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and Big, and then you have things like Rouge the Bat and Mephiles.
The Dark.
Yeah. It just gets really weird how serious they try and make their stories with names like this compared with... it's not so much the names, it's the fact that you mix those names with the other names. It doesn't fit. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Knuckles and Rouge. Eh, not really.
Speaking of sticks.
Well, what the heck happened there?
We went to a
Bash the
bonus.
baddies.
Trying to think if there
Wow,
was
this is kind of easy pickings right now. Kaboom!
other
But yeah, if it's no doubt obvious that the soundtracks for both are very fucking different from each other.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I guess with that said, preference.
I'm fine.
I still have nostalgia for this version. I think the other one's still pretty decent.
Fair enough.
Also, yeah, because we're an elf and we don't want to touch those.
Whoops.
No, we don't. No, what we don't want to do is look at the rats in the light. Otherwise, their hideous faces will scare us. I mean, do you see those things?
I feel like I recognize those rat sounds from Link to the Past.
I'll take your word for it. No, keys are the bats, not the rats.
No, not keys. I mean the sound effects. I hear squeaking sound effects, and I recognize that from Link to the Past.
It reminds me of what are they called? Crap, I forget. What are they called? The normal bomb chews?
Bomb chews?
Normal bomb chews
Yeah,
from
Wind Waker.
From which,
Wind Waker.
oh, just rats.
Like I thought they were saying like someone actually called them like they were legitimate bomb chew. Like they,
Oh,
No.
real bomb chews. That's from Majora's
Yeah, that's
Mask.
Majora's Mask, and they look ugly.
Ugh, yeah.
Oop.
there we go.
There you go.
And only the toddler survived.
We lost Dixie in the transformation.
Oh,
Anyway,
there's
time
Dixie.
for
Oh, jeez.
what was his name in Metroid Prime?
Belcha?
Craig?
No,
Kraid?
not him. No, not Krang. In Metroid Prime it was a red Crocomire.
That's Super Metroid.
Super Metroid. Sorry,
And with that said, Belcha is done.
dead.
And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our look at on the Classic DKC Trilogy. I hope you enjoyed it for how old it is and how much better it is than the GBA games. And again, I hope you're fucking happy, Logan.
Yay! Take care, everybody.
Till next time, guys.
Bye.